what I was saying is that you want to make sure that if you're going to ask or reach out, it's because you're going to provide your value too. So then you're like literally set free. It's like, oh, I needed this from you, but I gave you this in exchange. And that's how business generates, you know. It's not about you. It's about them too. So reach out to people that you know, and then you ask. It never hurts to ask. Ask them to reach out for you. Oh, you like my business? Did you love my necklace? You know what? Tell your friends that I do lovely necklaces, you know, and then, well, I mean, you have to ask. They're not going to do it. I promise you, they're not going to do it. And maybe if somebody asks, oh, I love your necklace, they're going to say, oh, thank you. But who is going to take the extra step to say, oh, it's by this designer, and here's her card, you know? They will do it if they're reminded that they have to do it. If you remind them to reach out for you, they will do it. It's not that they're not doing it because they don't like you. It's just they don't know that they have that power, that they have the power to help you. Yes?
And what about talking about the jewelry business? This cannot fit in all the business, but on that case, if that type of business give to someone like, hey, I'll let you borrow my jewelry for this dinner that you're gonna have, and try it for. If you know that someone is going to a very special place where she's gonna be showing up something more forward, and say, choose what do you want to use for that day. I'll let you borrow whatever you want. And
yeah, I mean, and it's a good way of advertising, right? I mean, we go back to the people that technically that advertising is for free. I'll let you my necklace, but, you know, show it off in your event, and when people, you know, comment about it, make sure to mention my name, you know, and then just come and give it back. You know, it's so we're going to talk about being creative, and that's a perfect example. So as you can see, it's just, again, it's just the people, and how can you use yourself and use other people. And by using, I don't mean taking advantage. I mean actually, you know, helping each other to just generate more business, start a buzz. Then the number 3 is be available to be reached. This is very, very important. If I'm not available and people want to reach out to me, then what happens? So how do you know? I said at the beginning of the meeting, if you need anything, I'll give you my contact information. Feel free to contact me. But how do you know that, that I'm approachable if I don't say that? You know, how do you know that you can contact me? Maybe it's going to take a little bit more work for me to say, oh, you know what? Roberta will be perfect to take care of my kid. But I don't know. But if when Roberta met me, she said, Sofia, if you need services to take care of your kid, please think of me first. Or, you know, because I know you, you know, I'll give you a free tour or whatever the case might be of the location. Then I have it in my head, you know, okay, she's reachable. I can go to her if I need childcare. I can go to you if I need cleaning services. I can go to you. And I'm not saying be an advertising, you know, I do this, I do that, call me. No, it's not like that. But it's like, if you need anything, call me. I mean, people follow up. They know that they're going to have to pay, at least at some point, right? So, and the good thing is that I might not tell everybody, if you need anything, call me. But I told you. So therefore, you know, you're also going to feel a little bit, not special, but a little bit in advantage to have a relationship with me that somebody else that does the same thing that I do and never told you to contact them, you know? So think about if you're making yourself reachable to other people. If you're opening the door and saying, you know, come see my business. You know, whenever you need anything, come see my business. So reach to people that you know, reach out to people that you know, ask them to reach out for you, and also, you know, be available to be reached. So now, questions I'm going to ask you. Number 1, how do I reach out to people that I know? I have some ideas here. and you guys maybe can give me some examples. So
Maybe make some party.
make a party. You see, that's a good one. That will cost you money though.
But I don't bring much food. Yes, like something.
Okay, so if I told you, make your party, but go back to the people. We're trying to not spend money here, and not to be cheap, but I mean, here's the thing, people will help out. So, hey, we're making a party. For who are you making your party? Who are you trying to reach out to make a party to?
Like some person who want to buy my clothes.
Okay, so,
Like some-
well, you have to know who you're going to invite,
Right,
right? So you can say, if you know people that they might want to buy you clothes. So the first thing is, the people that you're going to invite to your party, there has to be something bigger than you want them to buy, than you wanting them to buy your clothes. And it sounds not businessy, you know, it sounds, well, what I want is for them to buy my clothes. I mean, let's be realistic. But it has to go beyond that, because maybe they're not going to buy your clothes, you know, but maybe somebody else that they know is going to come and buy your clothes.
Right.
So intentions, you know, go far, and people can read them. They can see them. If you're desperate to sell, they'll feel it, you know. So maybe you have a party. Let's continue with the party. Of course, you're wearing your clothes that you sell, because that's how it should be. And people should wear their own jewelry, and people should clean their own, no, people shouldn't clean their own house. But, so you're wearing your own clothes, and here's an idea. You say, we're having a potluck. Hey, come to my house, we're having a potluck, imagine. Be creative in the ways that you can spend the less money. And we're having a potluck. So they show a potluck, and it's a party. And your theme is dress up in my clothes. So literally you have your clothes there, and people get to, back to your example, to maybe look around your clothes, try them on, you see how it feels, you know. All of a sudden there's a party with you know, people trying up your clothes. It's the first step. At least you got them to see it.
Right.
Right? At least you got them to see it. Hey, you know, these are my clothes. If you feel like trying them on, you know, be my guest, try them on. Oh, my cousin will love this. You know what, why don't you take it, go show it to your cousin, just leave me your name and number. So that for them to bring it back or charge it or whatnot. So the party is a good idea, but you have to think about, if the party is over and nobody bought anything, you don't have to feel that the party failed. The purpose of the party have to be like 10 purposes. Obviously one is going to be sell some clothes, you know. So this is, remember, this is marketing. How can you market yourself? Not necessarily how can you sell your stuff, but how can you market yourself in order for your stuff to start selling without you doing that much effort. Huh?
And a fair?
A fair? Yeah, that's a good idea too. So then, you were saying?
Another example for the party, who to invite is someone who can buy not one piece, but buy on wholesale, 10 or more pieces. Vendors who have, she doesn't have a place to sell, invite a person who have a place to put the clothes on a window, on a place, and they can resell it.
Yes, and you know, that comes to another important point, is that the people, when you think about your perfect customer or client, maybe you're thinking, oh, women buy jewelry. Actually, no, maybe men buy more jewelry for the women. But think about, who can you sell your stuff to? Who can you market your business to that maybe you're not doing it already, but they are a potential customer? If I do cleaning services, if I do cleaning services, who is the customer that I want to market myself to? Cleaning services?
Women.
Why?
Because they are in charge. Most of them are in charge of the conditions of the house.